That night, I could not sleep properly. I was really worried that I would get kicked out of the World Cup in the first round itself.
So, what kind of guidance would you give to aspiring players who would, want to become an IM or GM?
You shouldn't focus too much on openings until you're like 27-50.
Most challenging opponent you've faced so far?
Arvind Chithambaram is very underrated. He was always underrated in my opinion.
If you could stop time and play a game against any historical chess legend, who would it be?
I want focus from Gukesh. The way he's like focused and dedicated. They're obsessed with chess. But like you can tell by seeing them that they work a lot. They think about chess. They could work 12 hours a day without any distraction. 20% of the things you do brings out the 80% of your results. Yes, I want to be a stronger player than what I am right now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Stories with Circle Chess, where we bring you inspiring conversations from the chess legends and all the players around the world to inspire you as well. Today, we have the privilege of hosting none other than Grandmaster Karthik Venkataraman, two-time national champion of India, known for his exceptional talent and dynamic playing style. Hi, Karthik.
Hi, hi. Thanks for inviting me.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm great. So, Karthik, 2024 national chess champion. What does it take to be a national champion?
Um, I I guess a bit of luck to start with, but jokes apart, nothing much. Like you need to win more games and try not to lose.
Yeah. Let's go back to your childhood days. Yeah. How did you start playing chess?
When I was, I think it was my seventh birthday when my mother gifted me a chess board.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they taught me the rules and so on. Later on, seeing my interest in it, they decided to take me to a coaching club nearby, and then it went on.
Yeah. Amazing. And the rest is history. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, and this year's national championship, we all were following it closely. And GM Ganguly was leading most of the event. So, how did you feel when you topped him in the tie breaks?
Uh, Yeah, it was surprising. I mean, he was unstoppable for the first 8 rounds. When I went into the tournament, I mean, like I was, I think, fifth or sixth seed. So naturally, I would go into the tournament to win it. But like the whole year didn't go well for me. So in every tournament, I managed to lose rating, and my confidence was pretty low. So there, at one like on one hand, I wanted to win the tournament, but on the other hand, I didn't want to do so badly.
Mm,
So I had to balance both, and I think I was playing from a chess perspective. I was playing well, but there were like 3-4 draws that I had made in between. Um, And meanwhile, Surya was winning everything like until seventh or eighth round, I believe. And I think after a point, I was just trying to finish well. I was not trying to win. Even the last round, I mean, I always wanted to be like very close to him to be able to have a chance to win the tournament, but it was only at the back of my mind. Like it was not very serious. And at the end also, I didn't check any boot choles or anything. I just decided to play my game, and also I was not expecting to win, to be honest, because I was playing black and my opponent is a very solid player. I was playing Mitraba, and even though I had very good score against him and I used to do very well for whatsoever reason, but still I didn't have the confidence that I would win. But at the end, okay, everything worked out.
Yeah, but when you mentioned that you were playing quite good chess, but you were not sure of how to balance things. So how did you carry your emotions there during the tournament?
Um, um, I don't know, I was trying not to think about anything because all the year like I was trying to focus on results or I was thinking about all the failures happened before the tournament, so
Yeah.
it really had a negative impact. I mean, I knew it was not good, but I could not stop it. Like it used to come back to me again and again. uh, for nationals I was more relaxed in terms of my mindset. I did not think about results too much. I just wanted to do well. Like I had a better mindset, but still it was not the best, as you can say, because after all those failures, like after failing, I don't think anybody has a calm mindset or like a good mindset in general.
Yeah. But what do you think helps in such a phase, yeah, where you're not sure how to proceed, and you are also not thinking what results exactly, but you still have those emotions running in your mind.
I don't really know because if I knew that, I think I would be world champion by now. But I think maybe a break helps to an extent,
Mhm.
and like something you should try to do something other than chess, I would say. Because
Mhm.
before nationals, I did not look at chess much, and I had other things going on, so it was more relaxed.
Yeah. So, what kind of other sports do you play apart from chess, especially to relax yourself?
At home, I don't really go out. Like, I don't have any friends or nothing. I just stay at home. But like, only during the tournaments, I play table tennis or something like that.
Amazing. Coming back to chess, how was your World Cup experience, Karthik?
I would say it was very inspiring. I really liked it.
Mhm.
But I think it could be a painful experience also. Like, if you're not doing well or like because like a first round I was playing I was my pairings were such that I played the person who had the same rating as me, but my opponent was actually he was I think 60 or some 62 or 65, something like that, 65-year-old.
Oh,
So I thought I should be the favorite. I mean, I when I was checking his game, he was playing really well and so on. But I thought I should be the favorite. And first game, I had the white pieces, and so when you're playing a match, like playing white is obviously the thing you would want to do. And when I did not win the first game, and my opponent played really well in the first game, like, and it really affected my confidence. And that night was I could not sleep properly. Like I was really worried that I would get kicked out of the World Cup in the first round itself. I really, I mean, I like the hotel I was staying at, and I like the experience in general, World Cup. So when you're playing there, you don't want to get out, and when there are moments like you're not sure whether you will remain here or you'll get kicked off, like it's very painful. For me, at least, it was better because I won the second game. Whereas there were a couple of friends who we were supposed to play who played tie
mm,
breaks. So I knew what was going on in their minds. Like I used to talk to them, and I could see the visible that pain or agony in their faces. Like it was
yeah,
really bad. But
yeah.
at the same time, when you win, once I won the first round, I felt really great. Overall, the experience is good, but it could be very painful as well.
Yeah. And this year again, you have the opportunity to participate in the World Cup. So, what are some things that you would like to change in your preparation?
Uh, I don't nothing about the preparation part, but I want to improve my game because I want to improve my standard in general. Like I don't want to remain the same. Currently where I'm at, I want to be not in terms of like okay, obviously rating also would help, but from an understanding point of view or in general, I want to improve my chess. I want to be a stronger player than what I am right now.
Yeah, and we wish you the best. But while we talk about preparation, I wanted to know that in any major tournament, like we say National Championship or World Cup or any other tournament, what is like what is like your routine? What preparation goes into it? Is it something different or you follow the same old routine?
I'm not really like Gukesh. I don't have any routine. I think most players don't have any routine at all. Like
Mm.
uh, maybe they just say it for a interview or like stuff. The only exception could be like Gukesh, I guess, because the most of the players I know they don't have a routine. They just go along. Like for me, even the sleep schedule depends on the tournament, like, and depends on the mood.
Yeah,
So no routine, like going with the flow.
yeah. And irrespective of the tournament, your preparation lies the same, yeah?
Uh, yeah, yeah, most likely
Yeah.
nothing much.
And I personally was enjoying your chess cult videos during lockdown. So, what was your inspiration to start that channel?
Uh, I mean, I like in general, I wanted to like most of the podcasts or interviews I was watching. It was very general. I would say. Like there were a lot of questions I wanted to ask which were not being asked.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a good medium to start that and like okay, even if the interviews or like the videos does not work, which in a way it did not, at least I would get to learn something. So I wanted to understand. Like it was mostly focused on the mindset of players rather than chess part. So I wanted to do that. There was actually inspiration from there's this channel called Perpetual Chess Podcast,
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
in which there's a guy called Ben Johnson. He interviews grandmasters and sometimes also normal people, psychologists, and so on. So it is somewhat related, I would say, but mine is like specific. Everything is specific, like
Yeah,
about the mindset, like how they exercise or how they, in general, think about various things.
yeah. Also, I think there were some fun elements. I think four-player chess and other variants also.
Okay. Thank you for your suggestion.
Were
Yeah, those were all just trying out. Like I wanted to
yeah.
understand what works, but
Yeah.
uh,
Do you have any future plans to continue that?
yeah, maybe. I mean, there's always this thing that it was like a failure, and I didn't want things to end like that. So
Yeah.
uh, maybe in the future, I mean, I have plans obviously, but I'm just lazy to implement it. And
I
so,
think, yeah, if you really want to, you should. Yeah, I think especially during lockdown, I think I was watching most of those interviews and different kind of content that you were getting in. Thank you
thank
for
you,
that.
thank you.
Yeah. So what kind of guidance would you give to aspiring players who would, want to become an IM or GM? What kind of tournaments should they play? What kind of preparation goes into it? Any piece of advice for them?
Yeah, I mean, There are various aspects when it comes to playing well. When we see someone playing, we just think that okay, they're good at this calculation, or they're just they you need to work on positional aspect or dynamic or whatever. But there are many other things that you need to focus on, especially the psychology is undervalued in my opinion. Like even now, at this stage, like there are many issues I face, or in there are a lot of aspects which are not discussed in any books
Mm-hmm.
or anything. Like so, like mental toughness or like the attitude, the mindset you need to have during a game or outside the game. That is very important. Even now, I don't have right answers to how exact what mindset is the best mindset before the game or during the game. So this is one aspect, like mental toughness and like attitude and stuff. And like in terms of choosing the tournaments, like there are two schools of thought. Like one is to only play strong tournaments and so playing strong tournaments, you would be so losing more than like when you play weaker tournaments. But the point is to keep learning and improving that way. And for some people, I mean, that is a traditional way, I would say. But for some people, it has not worked. And because it affects your confidence when you lose frequently, even against stronger players, you start doubting yourself. Maybe you're not cut out for this or something like this. Like a lot of thoughts come to you, and these thoughts are very hard to deal with sometimes. So unless you have a growth mindset, it's very difficult to deal with it. And the only cure I would say, like if you're dealing with it, is to play well. Like if you don't play well, at the end of the day, you'll stop chess or something like that would happen. And another school of thought is to have a mixture of strong tournaments and weak tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
like a more balanced thing. I think something like that would be good. If you're young, I would say go for the first option. And because when you're young, you tend to play well and you don't have any additional emotional baggage attached to you. Like you don't have to worry about distractions or like sometimes even results. So when you're young, maybe you should try to focus on playing stronger tournaments. But later on, I would say mixture of tournaments would be better.
Yeah, I think amazing. Also, one advice what I have heard from a lot of people that we shouldn't focus on openings until we reach 2000 FIDE rating. So, what is your take on that?
Like now, I feel like you shouldn't focus too much on openings until you're like 2750. Like that would
Okay.
be my advice. I mean, I myself like by saying that advice, I waste a lot of time on openings which I never played.
Mhm,
Uh, so like overall, the important thing is you need to understand um, what is working for you in terms of training. Um, like just because you're seeing chess for 8 hours, you won't improve. Uh,
mhm,
like let's take an example of car driving. Like people drive cars all their life, like maybe 20, 30 years. That does not mean that they can go to some F1 race and win the competition or even compete for that matter.
yeah.
It's because they're not challenging themselves. Like they're just driving every day to work and they're not really improving at it.
Yeah.
So in general, if you want to improve, you need to do something that is challenging you. That is one thing. And the second thing is like the importance, because like I've seen that when I was kid, someone or in general, I don't know, Capablanca or someone has said that you need to start studying you need to start studying endgame first, like when you start chess and so on. But if you start studying endgames, like out of 10 rounds, maybe one or two rounds you will get endgames. That too, this I'm talking about the theoretical endgames and so on.
Yeah.
So like if you are focusing on something which rarely occurs, like I don't think it makes sense a lot. And like you need to also, like in terms of improvement, like let's say if solving puzzles bring you the most results, then you should
Hmm.
focus on that more. So it's like that 80-20 principle as well. Like 20% of the things you do brings out the 80% of your results. But we do things that are most fun, or like what we like to do. Like for me, I like to watch videos and maybe look at openings, but it
Hmm.
does not bring me the results that I need.
Yeah.
So like it will be different for everyone. Like maybe it's for some people who are struggling at openings, maybe that is what you need to focus on. But if it's not like let's say if solving puzzles are the one you need, it's bringing you the most results, then I would say focus on solving a lot of puzzles. So
Hmm.
I mean that is my take. I don't know if it's correct or
No,
not.
I think it's a very important message here because we can't really define a tip here. It depends on how the player is performing and what is getting him the good results as. And all this is balanced by a good coach as well, I believe. So who was your first coach?
My first coach name is Shiva. He was a local. I think
Mm-hmm.
his peak rating was around 2100, and
Okay.
so he was. And then there was also Naveen sir. He was also like they two were my first coaches. Like so,
Yeah.
yeah, they formed the base for me.
Mm. And currently, what is your working style like? Do you have a coach or do you self-train? How is it?
I have a coach, but I don't want to name him.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But in general, how is your working style like? When you have a coach with you, how do you divide things as?
Yeah, I
This
mean,
may
like,
help the younger players who have just started out, or even players who want to take their chess to the top.
yeah, like, usually, I don't know, unless you're living in Chennai or maybe Mumbai, you won't have a coach in your city, like, who will help you. So, most
Mm.
of the coaches are, I mean, most of the training you do is online, and I do have classes with my coach. Uh, I mean, it depends on his schedule also.
Yeah.
But it's mostly like he tells me what to do, and I kind of follow that.
Okay. Great. And what is your opinion on the rise of online chess platforms and all the engines coming in? How has that impacted your chess journey?
And I think in general it's good for chess,
Mm-hmm.
but I just hope that I play better online. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't have great results online, and so the only thing is I would want me to play well, play better.
Yeah, amazing. Also, when we think of these AI tools, right, coming in, uh, how did you utilize them in your learning phase?
Uh, to be honest, okay, chess AI tools I've not used much.
Okay,
Uh, I mean, like I usually use Chat GPT and so on, but
acha.
chess AI tools I'm not aware of.
Okay. Maybe something like Stockfish or Alpha Zero, those engines and
I mean, if you're talking about engines, then
yeah.
yeah, Uh, engines are very important for me. Like when I'm preparing before the round, or in general, like whenever I'm wasting my time with openings, I use a lot of engines and cloud engines. I use
Mhm.
Chessify and other uh, like chess-based cloud engines and stuff.
Yeah. And this question we have been asking in many of our podcasts to our guests, that what would distinguish the qualities between a top grandmaster and the other players who are preparing for it? What is that one quality or qualities that would distinguish between these both?
I think there are a couple of qualities. Like one thing is like this confidence or self-belief. Because there are many players who have the same ability of like let's say Arjun or like top players, but the thing is they don't have the confidence to do it. Let's take Gukesh for example. From his childhood, people have been telling him you're going to become world champion,
Mm,
and like there's this 10 years of him hearing that he would become world champion.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to become the youngest world chess champion.
Like he has been uh, fed that he can do it and he's capable of doing it and so on. But for
yeah.
a lot of people, they don't have that self belief. Like there are many strong players. Like for example, let's say one example is Arvind Chithambaram. Like he's very underrated. Like he currently is like 27, 26, but he could have reached that rating, I would say maybe 3, 4 years back itself. Like,
Okay.
and he was always underrated in my opinion. Like he was very strong, but he's very humble and I wouldn't say he's the confident type. Um, so so that is one aspect, and also like coming to chess aspect, like their work ethic, they work a lot. Like all these top players, like um, and like mostly all these Indian prodigies are like they're very good calculators. So in terms of chess aspect, I would say you need to be a very good calculator.
Yeah. And according to you, here you mentioned all these young prodigies. So, what has taken them into another level? Yeah, we talk about Pragg, we talk about Gukesh, we talk about Raunak. There's so many other young prodigies. So, what is something that we are seeing in them that we can see in other players in the future as well?
Yeah, the most important thing is like the work ethic. Like they're obsessed with chess. If you
Yeah.
see Gukesh, okay, I don't know Gukesh and Pragg so much, but like you can tell by seeing them that they work a lot. Like they think about chess and like they could work 2 hours a day without any distractions. Even Arjun, it's like okay, compared to Pragg and Gukesh, maybe he was uh, his growth was slightly slower when until 15. I think I mean he was like a prodigy, but not like Gukesh and Pragg. They're like ultra prodigies, if that's a term. And Arjun also, like if you see after pandemic or like around that time, like he became obsessed with chess. So now also I think it shows a lot. Like he works a lot on chess. He thinks about chess a lot. So I think like if there's only one thing you need to do, then like you need to focus on your work ethic. You need to work hard.
Wow. Amazing. Um, I think it's very important, yeah, working hard while balancing your other activities.
Yeah, that is also there.
Also, in 2018, you won the Odissa GM Open tournament with a score of 9 on 10. So back then, it was an amazing, sensational performance. So can you talk about that and how was it for you?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I
Yeah.
mean, I think like before the tournament, again the this it was similar to what happened before nationals. Like I don't think I was struggling, but there I had a decision to make. Like I was
Mhm.
trying to write this CPT exam, like for CA entrance.
Okay.
And so I was taking tuitions and like
Mhm.
it was in May or June, something like that. And around March, April, I started studying, and then I went for a Europe trip. So I think I played the Europe trip well, and I didn't really want to do. I mean, I didn't really want to write the exam. Like maybe
Okay.
in the future, I wanted to write. Like I wanted to
Mhm.
focus on chess. So after I came back, I told my parents that I don't want to write it now and stuff, and they surprisingly agreed. So I was very happy and I was relaxed again before the tournament.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was I don't remember having a laptop also for the tournament. I was just playing there very relaxed and
Mhm.
happily. So yeah.
And then you won it, yeah.
Yeah,
So how has been your academic activities since then?
Uh,
Completely? Or
okay, I finished my BCom and MBA, but now I'm also like into my father's business. So,
nice.
like currently, I'm just learning about the business and so on.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing. So how are you balancing your chess with that?
yeah. I mean, it's just I started going a few months back, and
Hmm.
like I'm going there for a couple of hours and trying to learn the business. Yeah, it's hard, but I think it's quite okay. Like. Uh, I mean, like, it's not like 24 hours I see chess
Mm.
anyway. So, yeah.
Amazing. And in general, what kind of formats do you enjoy playing? Classical, rapid, blitz?
For now, only classical because it's really painful for me to play rapid and blitz. Because, I mean, it's basically results. Like, if I play well, I would like anything. If I don't, it's
That would
it's
become your
all
game.
yeah, result oriented.
Yeah. And during your, chess career until now, is there any specific moment that you cherish the most? It could be a win, it could be a, funny moment, anything that you cherish.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, there were many moments which were special at that particular point, which was very much needed
Mm-hmm.
at several points of my life. But I cannot pinpoint to one situation, which is the one thing I cherish the most.
Yeah. Lastly, before we go to the next segment, what is next from you? Any goals you have set? Any plan that you're working towards in chess? Anything? What's next?
Um, yeah, I mean, last year I had a rating goal to cross 2700, but I was going on the other direction when I set that goal.
Oh.
Uh, Yeah, I mean, now I have a goal to improve my game in general. Like, I want to be better at various chess aspects that I'm working on. So, like,
Yeah.
by the end of the year, I want to be better. Uh, like I want to solve better and various things like that.
Yeah, that's a safe answer. So yeah, so wish you the very best, Karthik. Before we wrap up this podcast, there is one rapid fire questionnaire that we have prepared for you. You will have to answer them quickly. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So first question: If you could stop time and play a game against any historical chess legend, who would it be?
Maybe Gary Kasparov.
Yeah. Any personal choices? You have been watching him from watching his games and everything.
I mean, he's not really my favorite player, but I think he's one of the players I want to play. Like, he's one of the greatest players. Maybe not the greatest, but at least one of the greatest.
Yeah. Blitz or classic?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Blitz or classic?
Uh, as I said, I
As
would
you
go for
said, yeah.
classical for now.
Okay. What's one pre-game ritual you follow?
I don't follow anything like. I
No,
wish I
no
had one.
superstitions.
I mean, I have, but like it depends from where it varies from tournament to tournament.
Yeah. Okay. Online chess or over the board chess?
Over the board.
Favorite place you like to play tournament in?
Uh, it's difficult to say. I mean, it depends on how well I do each time. But for now, it's Austria.
Oh, nice. Favorite opening?
Uh, no, no, Najraf maybe.
Okay. Who is the most funniest chess player you have come across?
Funniest, I don't know. Mm, I tend to think I'm the most funniest when
Oh,
I know someone, but I'm like
whether to
I
take his name or not, yeah.
no, for some reason nobody comes to my mind.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Most challenging opponent you've faced so far?
I mean there are many there like countless people, so I don't know whom to name.
Yeah, okay. What's the perfect chess day for you like?
My I mean if you're thinking about working, like I want to solve a lot of difficult positions
Mm,
correctly, I would say. Like,
mm,
and if I manage to do it for like 8 to 10 hours, I would be very happy.
wow. Amazing. One word to describe the World Cup atmosphere you experienced.
It's, I don't know, just amazing. I really liked it.
Yeah. If you could borrow a chess skill from any other player, which one would that be? And from whom?
I would borrow the. I mean, if you're, is it chess ability or like non-chess also?
Chess. Both are fine. You can
I
give
mean,
one
like
each.
non-chess, I would want to focus. Sorry, I want focus from Gukesh. The way he's like focused and dedicated, like you can
Yeah.
see it from him. In chess aspect, nah, maybe I'm fine with what, like I'm fine with myself. Like,
Yeah. Amazing. If not chess, what would you have pursued?
uh, that's a good question, but I don't know, like some kind of CA or something. It's not really what I want to do, but probably I would have done something like that.
Yeah. And now, while you are also seeing about business, maybe something on business as well.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But yeah, okay, jokes apart, we wish you the very best, Karthik, and all the very best for your World Cup and all the other tournaments in future.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was fun being here in the interview.
Yeah, I hope you could cherish some moments as well. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Karthik. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining in such an inspiring journey from GM Karthik Venkataraman, two-time national champion, and he will also be playing the World Cup this year. So we wish him the very best, and hopefully all of you enjoyed this podcast. And comment below whom you would like us to get in the next episode. Thank you so much.